Joining us now in Studio B is the head coach of said #1 ranked volleyball team in all the land, Heather Olmstead. Heather, welcome back to Studio B.
Thanks for having me.
#1 and undefeated. You're someone who has a major growth mindset. You are constantly like trying to be better. How good do you feel about what you're doing right now? I know you want to be better, but how good do you feel about you're undefeated #1?
Yeah, we're excited about the start that we had, and obviously it's more than just a start because we're almost halfway through the first round of West Coast Conference. So we're excited the start we've had in conference as well, and very happy and pleased with how we're playing, and it's been fun.
I mean, I guess you could push
That's the understatement of the year.
You could push for all 64 first-place votes. You only have 60 right now, right? So I don't know. I mean, there's something to shoot for.
Secretly, Heather knows the floor.
How do you celebrate wins typically? Because you seem pretty low-key and focused. And again, Jaron brought up the growth mindset. How do you celebrate wins?
Yeah, I go back into the team room and jump around with the team a little bit and cheer and talk about the match. And that's the best way to celebrate, is to talk about it with the team and talk about what we did well and what we want to do better.
Is there like an indulgent caffeinated soda or something in there somewhere?
Sure. There's some ice cream or whatever. So
okay.
Get crazy, right? Get some ice cream. we see the football celebration sometimes, like people on Instagram will post they're dancing around. You guys dance around and just jump for a minute and then all right, next one.
Yeah, no dancing right now. Just get excited and happy for each other, happy for performances for the team, and talk about it right away so we don't forget it.
Winning at times can be a burden when you do it so much, where some coaches talk about, I'm more relieved than I'm celebratory. How do you feel about a win?
Oh, we're excited every time. Winning is really hard.
That's great.
Home and on the road. So anytime you can get a win, obviously we're playing great teams, non-conference and conference, so we're happy when we get a win. And if it's tough, great. If it's not tough, great. I mean, we're always trying to see, how we can learn from the previous performance.
We spoke with one of your stars, Mary Lake, on our conference special on Saturday, and asked her about the #1 ranking. And she said, and I love how the clarity she provides, but she's like, honestly, sometimes we're so in the nitty-gritty of like points and matches and schoolwork that I sometimes forget that we're #1. And then I'll have like these moments where I'm like, oh yeah, we're #1. That's pretty cool. Do you feel like that attitude is kind of extended through your team and it's not just a Mary thing?
Yeah, I agree with Mary. It's not something we think about or talk about, so you kind of forget about it, and then someone brings it up. And so if you don't talk about it, it's not on your mind. I think that can happen. So I agree with Mary 100%, and I appreciate them just focusing on the present and what we got to do now. And we're excited that people are recognizing the good work that the team's doing and the success we're having. So it's been cool.
You've had some great teams here as an assistant coach and now the head coach. What makes this team different from those ones?
This team's a great team. They work well together. They play for each other. They get excited for each other. They work hard on and off the court, and they have great team chemistry. And they're really good at volleyball. So they've worked really hard. Obviously, some of them 4 years, 3 years, 2 years, and then some freshmen at getting better at their specific skill sets that they want to. And I think what you're seeing is really good volleyball players with good team chemistry working hard.
One of Jerem's favorite metrics in the entire world is the beloved RPI. I kid. I hate it. We think it's a little bit outdated in how it's formulated, but still it matters in the selection of where you get into the NCAA tournament.
Has ditched it, but it's still a women's volleyball metric.
You're #2 in the RPI, which is a fantastic number, and obviously #1 in the coaches poll. Which of those metrics matter to you more?
Yeah, so the RPI matters at the end of the year. So that's we can't really concern ourselves with it. We can only be focused on what we can do today and tomorrow, obviously with our match with LMU. But as far as our understanding, the RPI is used for seeding at the end of the year. So I would say that's what matters. But in the end, we still can't control completely the other matches of teams we've played. We can control who we're playing and what we're doing to win as much as we can.
And a certain amount of the opponents, and it's just a weird deal that they made in like the 80s or whatever. Yeah, let's keep everything from
It was the 80s. That's all it needs to be said.
It's a weird time. Heather, right? Yeah, it was great. Every opponent is giving you their best game, typically anyway. But have you noticed any kind of difference being the #1 team?
Yeah, no, not at all. I think you just said it correctly. Any team you play wants to beat you no matter who you are. We want to beat who we play. So it hasn't really changed for us. I think maybe for our opponents it has, and we understand everybody wants to beat us just because we're their next opponent. So if that gives them extra motivation or incentive, I don't know. We're trying to do the same thing, so we don't really concern ourselves with that. And the girls have done a really good job just staying focused on, hey, who's our next opponent, and let's go try and get a win.
at San Diego, there was a huge crowd there. So perhaps sometimes people come out of the woodworks to see the #1 team, though, right? And that was a fun win and crowd.
Yeah, I think we had more fans at San Diego than they did. Their coach even commented to me that it felt like a home match for us, and we really appreciate our fans coming out wherever we are across the country. We love that they want to come see the product that we're producing in the team, and it's really cool to meet people after the match and say hi, and we really appreciate the support.
Let's say 1,382 on a road match.
Yeah,
That's
there's
awesome.
a lot of BYU fans
Fantastic.
there.
Yeah. How much conversation do you have with your brother Sean during the course of a season? Because I know he's busy working to get the schedule put out and take care of his stuff. Like, how much conversation actually happens between you two?
Yeah, he's doing a bunch of good stuff with his team, and so he's pretty caught up with obviously new assistants and getting his team going. So I think we're both doing our own thing, and obviously see each other all the time because of our offices and the court. So we're real supportive of their team and want them to do really well, and I know that they feel the same way about us.
Okay, tell us about your matches this week, both on BYUtv, by the way. LMU tomorrow night, and then Pepperdine Saturday.
Yeah, super excited to play LMU. We haven't played them yet, so it's the last team in our first go-around of playing conference opponents. They're doing a good job. They've got a good setting. They run a fast offense to their pins, a little higher in the middle. They serve tough, so we're excited to match up with them and see how we can play.
LMU 15-4 overall, so a formidable challenge. And then right now Pepperdine 7-1 in West Coast Conference play. Their only loss in Malibu to BYU. What do you anticipate from all these teams the second go around?
Yeah, Pepperdine at Pepperdine was a great match. To get out of there the way we did, 3-0, I mean, it was a good match. We had to play really well, and they're really good. They've made some adjustments, too, to how they're playing, so they're looking good. You know, they play San Diego Thursday, so we'll see how that matchup goes, if they're going to come to BYU still in second place. But we're excited for the challenge, and you know, we're hopefully better, right, than when we play them, and same with them. So I think it's just another challenge. You know, it's no two matches are ever the same, so it's never going to go the same way. You know, the first time you played them, different people are going to step up and have different performances. So we're excited for both LMU and Pepperdine this weekend.
Fantastic. We are looking forward to those matches as well, both on BYUtv Thursday night 9 Eastern, and then on Saturday 3 Eastern 1 Mountain Time. We have a brand new flag.
Awesome.
And we would love for you to sign
I will.
We need someone from
our
the
new
#1
flag. Yeah,
team.
we need a #1 team and a #1 head coach
That was our next goal.
on the flag.
Now?
Right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yes. Be careful, though.
First lefty, I think.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Or is Kalani a lefty? I can't remember.
I can't remember. I don't think
know.
Kalani's. Did he sign his name left-handed? We can go to the film. We probably
Yeah.
still have that.
Good thing this isn't an overhead, right?
All right. Heather Olmstead
lefties?
signature on the flag.
My
Thank
science
you.
teacher always smeared his hand on.
And by doing so, we have solidified our karma transfer to you for
Yes.
the matches
luck
against
this
LMU and
weekend.
Pepperdine.
And
We'll take it.
watch this team on TV or go to the match. This team's awesome.
Yes, so exciting right now. in
Thank you
Smithfield,
guys for your
Tennessee.
support.
Thanks, Coach.
Appreciate
Thank
it.
you.